right here is a panty dropper. I'm gonna bleep them out. Hey, what's up, guys? Mad fake. And action. Hey, what's up, guys? It's BarbaraBeauté, and I'm back on your screen with another video. Today, we are doing a what, guys?
Mukbang?
A mukbang.
Mukbang?
Haitian food edition.
Whatever that's called.
We got the food. We got the food ready.
Yes.
We got pate. We got D.
Pate cordé.
Right. Pate cordé.
Yes.
And salad. Bananas, pickles. It's lit in here, guys. If only you could smell how good it is in here.
Yeah.
A little second way.
Just eat first right now.
Just like that? I just going in. Well, I feel bad whoever doesn't like me eating and talking, because I'm doing that. So you know how it's the holiday season, right? Person you're seeing or the person you're dating, when do you know, like, when is it, like, how many months, when do you know when to buy them a Christmas gift?
It's a season of giving, you know? So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would want...
What kind of giving? Because I do that for free.
It depends.
Yeah. Oh, depends on what.
There's a difference.
What? If you're seeing them, if you're actually in a
Just
relationship?
like
if you're in a relationship, or if you're just talking, or...
So you can't get a gift for somebody you're just talking to?
I would.
You can.
If it's serious, or...
I mean...
That's true.
So it has to be serious?
I feel like you have to be...
I wouldn't go all out, you know, but I would still give you a little something, you know?
Yo, I should have never got fish. Mad bones.
I feel like if you guys are talking, you can give them a little something, but don't... Talking is different than being like in a full committed relationship. So the gift that you give to somebody when you're just talking,
right,
is not going to be on the same level as when you guys are officially in a relationship.
Right. Because in the relationship, it's going to be more sentimental, you know?
Exactly.
That's true. But I'm the type of person, like, I'm very, like, I have a big heart. So I'm always thinking about
what to get.
Like, I'm a gifter.
Okay.
Please. No, the sauce. So, yeah, I'm like a gifter. So I like giving stuff. Like, especially like when I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like giving random gifts, you know? Yeah, me too.
It doesn't have to be like Christmas. It doesn't have to be their birthday.
Me
Just give them like random gifts. Just let them know that you're on their mind. Oh, they're on your mind. Yeah.
And they're appreciated.
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like I would give it to somebody I'm talking to. But I'll feel mad.
Okay,
awkward.
so like
not like a PlayStation or
exactly, that's the difference.
An iPhone.
I don't know.
Only because you don't have that commitment, so you're gonna look stupid if you just give something that big and then what, like the next week.
Small. Wait, Barbara.
The next week.
Always do this.
That's why I'm saying there's a difference. It all depends on
they're gonna be talking to somebody.
The relationship. Exactly.
After they got good.
You gotta make sure it's like it's real.
Yeah. Okay, so how long should you be talking to someone?
It all depends on the both of you guys.
Yeah. If you're ready for a relationship, I don't care. It doesn't matter how long you guys are talking.
Oh yeah. 1 month.
Wait for a gift?
No. How long should you be talking? We're on the next topic. Focus.
Oh. Before it's in a relationship, before you go into a relationship.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I mean, if you talk in order for you to be in a relationship,
6 months.
6 months.
Sophie not in the video.
Sophie not in the video.
I will hop in the video.
I feel like if you're ready for a relationship, I don't think there's a time limit, honestly.
So you would talk to somebody for 1 month and then just.
If you're really getting to know them, you know, and you feel like you.
How much could you know in 1 month?
If you're talking all the time, like you're texting, you're talking on the phone, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But
if I choke on you,
I say an average like 2 months, 3 months is good.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're still. I mean, in a relationship, you're still gonna get to know them. You know.
I don't need to be in the relationship and getting to know.
But that's why I'm saying it all depends on the person. Because some people can talk to somebody for a month and then think you know everything and then start the relationship.
Right.
Some people take.
Someone
takes 6 months. Someone takes a year. It all depends on the relationship. It all depends on if you guys had a friendship before the relationship.
I was just thinking that.
Because if you like, let's say if you guys were best friends or if you guys were really, really close, then it's probably not going to take you a year to get to know the person. It's not going to take you 6 months. It's probably going to take you like a couple weeks or a couple months.
Exactly.
So
there don't even need to be no talking phase if you were.
You were friends.
You were like you were a close friend. Like you could date a little bit, you know, take it to the movies. But if I was like your friend for like 5 years, you know me already. You know me already. You just need to know
but
something else.
You're still getting to know the person, right? You're still getting to know the person.
You're always getting to know the person.
You don't know the entire.
Then all the.
I don't need to be finding out like your last name, your blood type, where you went to high school.
Blood type?
I don't need to be like I need to know that before.
Exactly. If you actually talk to the person and ask meaningful questions, you'll get to know the person.
In 1 month? I don't think so. I'd say like.
I say an average of 2 to 3 months.
6.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you doing 5, 6 if you guys were friends before, or
if you just met?
Because it won't happen that way if you would just, you know, if you already were friends with them.
But if the guy asked you to be in a relationship, you know, would you say no? If it was, only 2 months?
Yeah, I'd be like, slow down, like, big fella. Like, what's the rush? Bump your brakes.
So say you met the person, right? Mm-hmm. And you like genuinely just feel like, you know, this person is the one. What?
That's never gonna happen. Continue.
You don't just want to go into a relationship. I mean, like, you'll still get to know the person, like for 2 months, 3 months, whatever, 4 months. But I feel like that's an adequate amount of time.
That's 8 weeks.
Oh my god.
That's like 4 paychecks. I didn't even calculate. I don't know.
You're talking about paychecks, man. You get paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah, sure. See, at the end of the day, you do what's in your heart.
Exactly.
If you wanna get married to the person in 2 months, go ahead.
No. We're not talking about marriage. No.
I just feel like that the person you're with, it shouldn't be like so hard. Like, oh, I'm battling you to be with you. I'm like fighting so hard to be with you. It should be easy if that's your soulmate. Like,
I mean, it's not gonna be easy all the time,
right? But it shouldn't be like that. Should be like your best friend. Like,
right.
It should be hard. People be acting like, oh, he put me through this. I'm gonna stay.
I mean, you can get mad at each other, but like you still be able to resolve why you're mad at each other. You know, in a healthy way instead of like hitting. Oh my gosh! Every time I'm talking,
tomatoes are amazing. I'll eat it. Surely will.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, continue. So, how long are you waiting for that proposal? 1 month again? Chubby love 1 month.
No,
2 to 3 months.
I said 2 to 3, not 1 month.
Wait, how long were you talking to your man before?
3 months.
For the proposal, I think it all depends where you guys are financially.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What if you don't want a wedding?
That should be discussed before you get in a relationship.
No, you want to get married, but you don't want a wedding.
It should be discussed.
Courthouse. So how long would you wait?
But you also have to be financially stable to actually live with the person too.
That's true.
If you're getting an apartment or a
you
house,
can't live in a cardboard.
Exactly, or a car.
You need a house. You don't want to go back to your parents' house.
Exactly. So you want to be financially stable before deciding to wed the person, deciding to move in together with the person. Just make sure your finances are in order.
So like, the main deciding factor is basically money.
And
not necessarily.
It's a big factor.
Like if you're ready emotionally with the person,
exactly.
The next thing is
marriage, pretty much.
Money, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have the money, you're stable.
I mean, the main factor is love. If you love the person, what?
I'll see it. Whoa.
Honestly, money is annoying.
It really is.
Money is annoying.
Oh yeah.
But it definitely does depend financially where you guys
That's
are.
your answer, and you're sticking to it.
Yeah. It's where you guys both are financially.
I want a number.
But then also, I feel like with most of the guys, they think it's when they're ready to pick. Or when they're
they're ready to get married, you mean?
Yeah. because they're the ones that
Or
that I don't want to say they have to get the ring, because we've seen a lot of proposals on Facebook and on social medias where girls getting down on one knee now. So
that don't apply to us. So.
okay, but how long do you wait after you get engaged? Sorry.
I've seen. Well, we all know that I've been at a lot of weddings. I've seen people. I've seen people do it in 6 months and it's a poppin' wedding. I've seen people do it in a year and it's a poppin' wedding. I've seen them do it 2 years and it's a banging wedding. I went to a banging wedding and I was planned in 2 years. Like, it was banging.
It's a long time.
It is, but
it better be good after 2 years.
Right.
It better be the best wedding I've ever been to.
I think it all depends on where you guys are at. Then again, it goes back to the money again. It goes back to finances.
I think some people just get engaged like as a placeholder too. Sometimes, like they just want it. Like
10 years of engagement.
Right? They want
that's too.
That's on my list.
Diddy.
That's on my list. Okay.
Oh, Jennifer Hudson.
They haven't been together.
Yes.
For 10
Jennifer
years.
Hudson was engaged for 10 years.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're not together anymore.
And now they're not together.
They're probably like they weren't ready to get married, so why propose? You know.
That's what I'm saying. It all depends on if you guys are ready. Like, it should be a discussion that you guys have, and then you know. Like Shelby said before, you throw hints, this, that, and the third, and then when you guys are ready, and when he's ready to make that move and get that ring and plan all whatever he has to do, then you go from there. But I feel like if you're engaged for more than a year, more than 2 years,
right.
I think it's an issue. I think you guys are contemplating a lot of things might be going through a lot of things like, okay, we're not ready for marriage.
If you're just wasting your time, if you're just together with the person for 5 years, 10 years, and you're just like, what's going on, what's happening? You know, like where do we stand? Are we getting married? Are we not? Like, if you're still contemplating all that stuff, then you shouldn't have been in a relationship.
I also feel like you can be in a relationship for 10 years and you guys are financially getting yourselves together, and then when you guys are ready, or when you guys finish getting those degrees that you guys want and all the other stuff, that's different. But if you're in a relationship for 10 years and y'all not discussing marriage, then we out.
Exactly.
Like what are you there for? Like, like you guys heard of Juju and Cam?
Nah, let's talk about Jim Jones and Chrissy, who's still not married.
Them too.
Or
I feel like that's why though. I feel like that's why they won't get married or last, because it's been so long and there's no commitment.
There was a YouTube video I was watching. They got engaged. They have the placeholder. They have the ring as a placeholder because they don't want to get married. They just use the ring as a way so that they know that they're committed to each other, and so that people don't hit on them.
So it's a promise ring?
It's a whole engagement ring. The guy wears a wedding ring. She wears a wedding ring as well.
No, promise ring. Since we're not married, it's not a.
It's not. No, they're not married because they don't want to get married because they don't want to put their money together. Because of like
they're cheap.
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video.
I guess they're probably scared of the financial part that comes with the marriage. That because if
they have to file together on taxes and stuff like that. They didn't want to do that. Yeah, because you get less money back. I guess when you file together.
This is not that serious.
On your deathbed and to pull the plug, they can't.
There's certain privileges that married people have that single people don't have. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It just depends. You can't really give a date on when to, or when you want, or how long you'll wait till you get. Too long? But then it goes back to
10 years is too long.
But then it goes back to the relationship. Okay, so first we were talking about how long until you get proposed to, or whatever. It all goes back to the relationship. Same thing, how long it takes until you guys are married. It all goes back to the relationship. It all depends on the two. It's not a one person agreement. It's two people.
Say one getter.
One getter.
Forever. Down this wine.
You gonna chug it?
Toast. 2018. Find me a man.
Find me a man.
Sips tea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. It's good though.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so here's another question. As adults, do you think we should be getting promise rings?
I don't think it's childish, Barbs. I think it's
the way Barbara's eating.
It was cute. It was cute when they did it, but I feel like it's a little childish. Cause I feel like I'm 26 years old. Like, please, just marry me.
I need a promise.
I'm over it.
Real ring instead of
I don't need the promise ring. Like, I mean,
it's not necessary, but I think it's cute.
It is.
It's cute, but I would feel so crazy. Like, if you thought the person was gonna propose, like.
Well, hopefully with the promise ring, he's not getting on one knee. Then you might as well call that an engagement. A promise ring, like
you can have a gift, right?
Yeah, like Christmas, birthday, anniversary.
If I see a box,
you're gonna be all excited,
right?
You're like, no, it's just a promise. Just a promise ring.
I promise I'm gonna marry you one day.
One of my girls in college, she's older than me. She has a promise ring, and it's a legit promise ring. It looks really cute, guys.
And the do you hit?
Gotta unbuckle your pants.
That's why it's leather stretching. Stretching. That's stretching. Let me have my gut.
What gut? Oh my gosh.
Your boobs are hiding it.
Honestly.
Melon!
I wish I had another plate so I could.
Alright, so what is your opinion on your significant other having a best friend or a close friend of the opposite sex?
No. You can't.
How you gonna say he can't?
Because every male friend I've ever had went left.
But the thing is, what if he had the friend before he even met you?
Every male friend I've had turned either to a relationship or messing around, or the person liked me and I never knew. I've never had like a platonic. Well, there was an instance where I thought it was platonic and the person liked me. And then other instances that turned into a relationship. You know, like it was never, because you know what it is. Like I know what it is. So like, why would I let you have one? Like no.
But what if the guy, like, right? He liked his best friend, right? But the best friend was in a relationship, so he had to respect that. And so, like, he just squashed his feelings for the person.
So the guy was single.
Yeah, because that's your best friend. You don't want to ruin her relationship.
I don't have a problem with like a significant other having female friends, but like when you be like, oh, that's my best friend, like that's
like I'm supposed to be your best friend, honestly. Right. But yeah, that best friend,
as long as the girl has boundaries,
exactly,
like respects the relationship.
What it is. That's what it really comes down to is knowing your place, and at least the best friend or the close person knowing their place.
I mean, in the beginning, you're gonna feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it definitely is gonna be
because you're gonna feel like, oh, she was there before me. Like she probably has the upper hand a little bit. Like,
right.
But then you gotta also
be confident in yourself too.
Yeah. Be confident in your relationship.
Yeah.
Like know that the guy's actually with you and not with his best friend.
And also, because at the end of the day, you can't only blame it on him. Mm-hmm. It also comes down to you and you knowing yourself and you being confident in it.
But if the girl is like, a little, like she be coming at you and stuff, doing little digs and like doing little touching, feeling on your man, like posting pictures, doing weird stuff like that. I think it's up to the guy to say, he has to be able to put her in place. Because you know how guys are, like, they don't like to, like, they don't notice when girls do stuff like that.
Right. Right. They be so oblivious.
They be oblivious. They don't know. So
they normally think it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I feel like as a girlfriend, if you tell him and he's able to actually speak to her and say something, then I would love that. Like, I would respect that because you actually respect what I'm saying. Like, you respect my feelings.
Right.
But some guys be like, oh, it's nothing.
Don't worry
about it. Oh, don't judge. Next thing you know,
best friend become lover.
Right.
But then what about you? What if you have a best friend?
Like, if I had a best friend that was
you have to see it on both ends.
That's true.
You can't only think about what if your man got a best friend.
I honestly can't have one then. I just can't have one because every male friend, like close male friend, let me not say it like that, close male friend I've had, it's turned to that.
Right. Like close. It doesn't work.
At least for me. I'm sure everybody's different, but for me,
I think it can work if you're in a relationship and you do have a male best, or not, I don't want to say best friend, a male close friend, but you need to know the boundaries. You need to make sure that you know that person doesn't have any feelings for you, you don't have
Right.
any feelings for them, because you don't want it to be, you don't want to make a sticky situation, and you don't want to make your man uncomfortable, and you don't want to risk your relationship
Right.
with that. And as long as it also comes down to that person. Like, you got to make sure that person respects your relationship, because you got a man now. They're not gonna be that person you go to 24/7. Yeah, you might ask for advice, this, that, and the third, but that's not gonna be your go-to person. That's not gonna be your quote-unquote diary. God's supposed to be your diary anyway, but
Hallelujah.
if you have to, if it comes down to that,
You fight somebody.
if it comes down to that,
I'm not fighting anybody for a relationship. I'm sorry. If you want to be with a person, be with the person. Hey. I'm not fighting anybody.
Because this puff is too serious, okay? It's too precious.
No, that's like, why am I lowering myself to fight somebody else?
You are.
Or fight for something that's not that the other person doesn't even respect.
You
No,
going to
I'm not
heaven.
fighting for
She's
anybody.
going to heaven.
make sure you know your
Shelby's drunk. Shelby's drunk. Shelby said, hey. Pick it up, fell back again.
Just make sure you're confident in yourself before you go into any relationship at the end of the day.
That's facts.
Oh, yes. No,
Make sure, you know, there's boundaries. You gotta set boundaries regardless. And
That's why you can't wait 1 month. You gotta wait longer than 1 month.
just died.
These hoes, they just be meeting the guy.
But the thing is, like, I
Next
pray,
week,
look,
they're moving in.
Like,
I don't know. That's pretty much it.
That's that. We said everything we had to say. The food is done.
That food
Yeah.
was good.
Food was popping.
the only thing that really
Yo, what's the name of the restaurant? I'll leave the name of the restaurant in the description.
You have the menu?
Yeah, it's on my phone. I just forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.